up, and winning team? It's your girl Kiana, and I'm back with another freaking banger. As y'all see by the title, I'm gonna do 2 story times in one. Because like one story not really that long, so I'm just gonna put 2 stories together in one video and make this video long and stuff. And it's gonna be pretty interesting too, because as y'all see by that title, you already know your girl done been in a couple of rumble tumbles, you know. So I got some videos for them. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, share, tell your friends, tell their friends, tell your auntie, their mama, tell their grandson, who channel. My channel, because we growing on the road to 50K and 100K. They want to touch that mil mark. So make sure y'all keep on telling everybody join what? The winning team. And each fight that I talk about, footage gonna be included. But yeah, I did have like receipts and screenshots and stuff, but that was in my old phone. This a whole totally new different phone. So you know how like iCloud, you know, back stuff up. So it didn't back up none of the screenshots and stuff or messages, so I ain't got them no more. But y'all know your girl stay with the receipts anyways. But without further ado, let's get straight into the story. Okay, y'all, so this first story that I'm about to talk about, this was the first fight. And y'all, both of these fights I got into, my foot was broke. I was on a boot, but I took the boot off because I was fighting. So of course I wasn't about to fight with no boot on. I was on the boot for like 5-6 months. And when I say them 5-6 months was treacherous, baby, treacherous. I think like when I got into these fights, I was like almost done healing, but it's like basically me fighting would have, you know, messed my foot back up. But luckily it didn't, so my foot all healed and stuff. I'm gonna insert the boot too. But yeah, so this first fight, if y'all hear some noise, it's the vacuum. But yeah, so this first fight, I fought this girl. It was me and my homegirls at the time. We went like to this little kickback or whatever. It was somebody's birthday, and we went, and so basically the girl was drunk, starting stuff. I guess she had a thing for the dude, but the dude was on my homegirl. And so she was just being messy and just starting stuff. And so she was trying to fight all 3 of us, because it was my homegirls. It was two of them, and then it was me. So it was 3 of us. And she was trying to fight all of us and stuff and just start stuff with us. So we all like, we not about to jump her, but if she want to fight one-on-one, then that's what it can be. So my homegirl ended up fighting her first. I had the footage and stuff for all of that, but it ain't in this phone, so I can't show it. But I got my part. And yeah, so after they fought a couple times, she swung on me, y'all. She swung on me. So when she swung on me, I'm like, why would you hit me? Why would you hit me? And her real issue was with my homegirl. I'm like, why would you hit me? Why would you hit me? So, boom. I just got the rumble tumbling and stuff, and then I'm gonna insert the clip. But yeah, so after all of that, she felt some kind of way and was telling her people, her brother, that we jumped her when we didn't. And yeah, so the next story, basically, I got bamboozled. So it was this guy that I was talking to. I was doing like what's that stuff called? I don't even know what it's called, but canvassing. I was doing canvassing. I was canvassing, and that's how I met him or whatever. And so I was staying in my apartment, and I let him move in with me and stuff like that, and everything was cool and stuff. But then a girl kept calling, and he was saying like this was his crazy ex and he didn't want nothing to do with her and just stuff like that. So, you know, I'm believing him and stuff, and I'm like, dang, so why she keep calling you and stuff like that? He like, she crazy, and I was the stepdad to her kid. It wasn't his kid, but you know, she was like, he been watching my kid for 3 years, and this all she know and stuff like that. That don't have nothing to do with me. He said you're crazy, and the family, when I met them and stuff, they even said that she was crazy. So but they was just playing like both sides and stuff like that. And I guess, you know, she was upset and stuff like that, that, you know, he had a new girl. So But he was playing both of the fence. He was playing both sides too, and the family was too. She ended up calling him. One day we was by like this river. She called him. And she was like, oh, you got a new bitch, you got a new girl, da 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 da, just blowing his phone up, calling him private and stuff, and calling him from different numbers, because he did have his number blocked. So that's what made me, like, you know, believe the story, believe him and stuff like that, because the family was like, they hated her, she was using him and all of that. So he had her blocked. So that's what really made me like believe what he was saying. So she had, I think she went on my Instagram, because this was when I was on Instagram still. She went on my Instagram and she went through my stuff, went through like my YouTube videos and stuff like that. And then she was like, this what you like, or da 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 da. Cause in one of my videos I had my boot on, cause my foot was broke. So she's like, this what you like and stuff like that. And I was looking cute, so I don't know what she was talking about. But you know, when bitches be mad, you know, they gonna say anything. So she just took screenshots and just going through my page and stuff and was like, da 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 da, whatever. So she ended up calling again. I answered and I said, I'm like, hey, why you calling my boyfriend? She like, because my daughter want to talk to him. And I'm like, that's not his kid. Because it's not. I'm like, that's not his kid. He don't have to talk to her no more. Y'all not together no more, so he don't have to talk to her. Yeah, that's might be all she know, but she got a daddy, so it's like, call her daddy. But don't call my nigga. So boom, hung up on her and then blocked that number. And then he was like, I'm like, you still want to deal with her? Let me know, because you can leave all that. Because like I said, I let him move in with me and stuff. I'm like, you can leave, dip, all that. He's like, no, I don't want her no more. She crazy, da da da. So I'm like, okay. So we left it at that. And then after that, we went back to my apartment and stuff. Boom, me and him, okay, this when all the stuff about to start up. So me and him, we get into a real bad argument and stuff. I got the breaking stuff in my apartment, whatever the case was. Boom, so he ended up leaving. So I went out looking for him and stuff. And his sister got to calling me, just being on some weird shit. She got to calling me and shit like, where my brother at, da da da. And I'm like, I don't know, he just walked off and he just started walking and his phone was off too. So nobody could get in contact with him. So they thought I did something to him. Look, I'm crazy, but I'm not about to do something to somebody unless I got to. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if they thought I killed him or whatever. But yeah, so they like, where my brother at, da da da. And then the girl called me. The girl got to texting me like, I'm gonna beat your ass with my nigga at, da da da. Whole time, y'all. Whole time they was still talking, still in communications, all of that. And I didn't know, like, it was like, how did this even slip through me? Because you know, like, but I missed the part in the story. His auntie, she knew whole time, y'all. This bitch was back in Michigan. She came all the way from Milwaukee. Milwaukee like 5 hours from Michigan. She came all the way from Milwaukee and came to motherfucking Michigan. And the family had her kept in the basement the whole time. I had no clue because she was calling one day while me and him was at work. And she was calling and she posted herself on his Instagram. And I was confused, like, how she even get your password? Did she hack you? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, did she hack you? Whole time they was still communicating and she was in Michigan. So I asked his auntie and I'm like, did you know? She like, no, what? Playing dumb, acting like she didn't know. So I grabbed his phone and I broke it and I smashed it into the street. Like, what? You're playing in my face. So that brings back to when I said me and him got into a real bad argument, I got to break and stuff. That was that day. That was that same day when I broke his phone and stuff like that. So his auntie brought us to my apartment. And then, like I said, we got into the argument and stuff like that. And then I broke stuff. And then boom, he went walking. And I didn't know where he was at. Now, fast forward, like I said, the bitch and his sister was calling me thinking I did something to him when I didn't. We just got into that argument and I broke shit and then he left. So I guess he got to calling them or whatever. However he got in contact with them, he was calling them, telling them I was crazy and all that, that, and third. which I am, but I'm not crazy for no reason. You're just not about to play in my face. So so I was looking for him and stuff like that, and I couldn't find him. So come to find out, he was walking home. He was walking home, and they knew that he was walking home and stuff. And but I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know nothing. So they knew he was walking home, and I pulled up to his sister's house. And the bitch was there, right before my eyes. She was there, mad as fuck. And so I'm like, don't be mad at me. Be mad at him, cause bitch, he playing both of us. He played both of us. He played in both of our faces. So he said you was nothing to him. And then his sister and they family friend and whatever, they was all there and stuff like that. So it was just like a big ass mess. Felt like a TV show. So so after all of that, me and her, we going back and forth and stuff like that. And he finally walked up. And first thing he said to me was, I'm sorry. So then he walked in the house and stuff. So he get the bitch to calm down. She went in the basement. So he came back outside to me, trying to apologize, talking about he liked me and her. He want to be with me and her. I'm like, what? So then after that, they took me home. They took me back to my apartment. And they took me back to my apartment. And I was just crying. Like, I was just so upset. I was just crying, upset, all of that. I'm like, damn, like, he really played in my face. Like, but he was just really, like, making it seem like he didn't want nothing to do with her no more. So he was making it seem like she just came to Michigan to get back together with him. But whole time, like, you're pillow talking with her. You're telling her about me. And she just being a dumb bitch and still wanting to deal with you and shit. Bitches like that, you gotta leave in the dust, you feel me? So after all of that, the next day she ended up texting me, because I thought that me and him was good. So she ended up texting me or whatever, talking about some, you asked my nigga, is he coming over to your apartment? And so I'm like, yo, nigga. So the bitch just got to talking crazy. What made me fight her, what made me want to fight her, was she was just talking. And I had my peoples with me too, just in case, you know, they came with me just in case she had anybody there to try to jump me or whatever case was. So they came, whatever. So she like, I want to fight. I'm like, pull up. So she didn't or whatever. So then she was like, you pull up to his sister's house or whatever. So I'm like, pull up. You the one that want to fight me, so you pull up. So then she was just saying like, nah, the police gonna come, And so I'm just like, girl, you're scary. So my people came with me and stuff, and she came outside. I guess she had her hair done before she came to Michigan, but she took her hair down or whatever. And we got to rumble and tumbling. And I'm going to insert the clips. I got 2 clips. At the end, she liked to pull hair. Y'all know me. Y'all know my motto. I don't like pulling hair, but it just seemed like every fight I get into, bitches like to pull my hair. So if you're going to pull my hair, I'm going to pull yours, and I'll make sure I pull your shit out. You get what I'm saying? So she was pulling my hair and stuff like that. And she had put my head into the street or whatever, hit it a couple times in the street, whatever. That was like, but yeah, so I'm gonna insert the clips. It's 2 of them. It's like just 2 different angles, I think. I don't know, but y'all gonna see. But yeah, so that all that was going on and stuff like that. And after that, that was pretty much it. So then once the fight was over, she was like, hi, I still got my nigga, Girl, you can have him. But the killer about all of this, now me and her done fought, whatever. She come calling my phone, texting me, apologizing and crying, apologizing, all of that. Like, I'm sorry. The family said that you was this, you was that. Girl, they said the same thing about you. So it's like I don't really know what it was given or what she was trying to prove with all of that was going on, but you probably back with him, or you probably done forgave him, took him back, forgave the family for making you look just as dumb as me. And believe it, I think she had a abortion too, like right before all of this. So he was still messing with her, but like I said, I didn't know. So, cause I didn't let the nigga move in and everything. You feel me? Being a dumb bitch right with her. But yeah, so that's pretty much like what happened with that and stuff. And then I lied and said I was pregnant because I was gonna get some money out of him and stuff like that because of what he did and stuff. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let karma deal with y'all, deal with that. And baby, it's been working. Y'all, I had that family so shook because they thought I was really pregnant. So they like, oh, we'll help you. Da, 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 da. Fuck y'all, okay? Like, y'all help baby girl over there that's about to stay with him, and he gonna do the same thing again, or she be cheating on him, or whatever like crazy ass shit they be having going on. She be cheating on him. That's what the family told me, and I know why, because that is okay. That Peter Whacker ain't Peter Whacking, and you know, like when you like somebody, you love somebody. You know, you want to uplift them, or you just, you don't want to please them. And even the bitch, even the girl, she even said, you know, his dick not even all that to be trying to play both sides. Like this when me and her was on the phone chopping it up, and she want to apologize and shit. But yeah, y'all, I had all the screenshots, all the messages, all the phone calls. Everything. I had everything, but that's all in my old phone. And I hate when I don't got receipts, because I mean the story is still valid because I had people with me and stuff and they seen all that, and it was all on Instagram. It was all on everything. Like it was all on everything. That's why I don't got Instagram no more, because Instagram messy and it just seemed like I be having a lot of drama on there and bitches just be starting shit with me. So that's why I don't be on Instagram no more. But I'm eventually probably gonna make a new Instagram though, because of my, you know, y'all know I'm Shine TV, I'm K Winning, so y'all already know that I'm doing big things out here. So I gotta have Instagram and stuff, but that's for a later date. But yeah, so that's pretty much like what happened with that. So them the two stories. I made it kind of like, I made them kind of, well, this story wasn't short, but the beginning story, that was kind of short because it wasn't really nothing to that, because it wasn't really my situation. But yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all next time with some more bangers. Peace.